Hi, I'm Sean Lutley, an instructional designer with Quest Software, and I'd like to welcome you to a Quest On Demand How to Manage and Unpack Backups video demonstration. After you log into On Demand, you will land on your dashboard. From here, you have some high-level data for all your purchased services. I'm going to pop over to the On Demand Recovery dashboard. From the Recovery Service dashboard, it gives you a high-level breakdown of how many backups you have, tasks that have completed or failed, along with unpacked objects, the difference feature report, which I covered in another video, and then you have your errors and if you have a hybrid connection set up. Then at the top, you can manage your backups, create backups, unpack backups, and configure a hybrid connection, which is also covered in another video. First, I'm going to select the Backups link. Here you have a detailed list of all your backups, when they were taken, and a breakdown of what type of object, service principles, and other details for each backup. From here you can select a backup and select the Unpack link to start the unpacking process. Let's go back to the dashboard and manage backups. The first screen shows you your tenants if you have the schedule enabled, which means the backups are automatically taken, and then your retention is how long you keep your backups. And then you have the advanced data enabled if consent was granted. Just click on the tenant name to change these settings. Here you can enable the schedule, to enabled or disabled. The retention policy is 1 year to 3 years. If you want to back up your MFA settings, conditional access policies, and data related to inactive mailboxes, you need to check off that box. If you want to back up the MFA settings, you need credentials, and you can see right there what the required permissions are for the account that you need to collect that specific data. Then you have the test connection button, which will verify the credentials. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to unpack backups. We need to unpack them because they're compressed. The first checkbox clears the objects that were previously unpacked, which is what Quest recommends using in most cases. Then you also have the option to unpack service principles, devices, and conditional access policies. To do this, you would have needed to specify the credentials in the Manage Backup feature that we just previously looked at. Here you can search for a certain backup. I'm just going to select the latest one and select Unpack. Then at the top you can click on the green View Details box, or I'm just going to click on the task link to see its progress. Here it gives you the name of the operation, status, and under the Operations section it shows you what steps it's performing during the process. After roughly 30 seconds the backup was unpacked, and you can see the status says completed. Under the Unpacked Objects link, you can perform a restore of one or multiple objects just by selecting them. It will restore them all in one task. And that concludes this video demonstration. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and there'll be many more to come. To learn more about On Demand, visit us online.